Hello, Claire here. What I wanted to do now was to talk about Sorella's hair colour because I've been asked quite a lot about her colour, especially from the teenagers out there who want to colour their own hair, and I completely understand that. I can remember doing it when I was younger and a teenager. It's a fun thing to do with your friends, colour your hair. So I just wanted to give some tips, but I can't recommend any hair colours because we use professional Paul Mitchell colour, which we've so pleased with. We've used Paul Mitchell in the salon for over 30 years. They're a wonderful company, and they are salon only, so I can't really recommend any fashion colours, but there are plenty out there. So the tips that I would give are to say that only use a product that you don't have to mix together. So it's one tube, which makes it semi-permanent, which means it will wash out quite quickly, but then at least you're not getting that regrowth line from permanent colour. And obviously the most important thing is skin sensitivity test. So you will need to buy 2 boxes or 2 tubes or 2 sachets of everything, because you must put a little bit of colour behind your ear for 48 hours, which is a long time in a teenager's life, I know that, but we have got lots of time at the moment, so you can do the 48-hour skin test here. And what I would say when you're doing that is to maybe get a little bit of the colour, and somewhere underneath where it won't show too much is to put a little bit, do a strand test as we call it, so a little bit of the colour underneath, so you can see what the colour will look like. With fashion colours, the lighter the base, the better the colour shows, the brighter it is. So all the television adverts you see with bright blue hair, yellow hair, whatever, they're all on a white base. So if you haven't got white hair underneath, and when I mean white, and that's really difficult to get. So if you've got a lovely blonde hair, but it's quite honey blonde, then it still won't be that bright. It will be bright, but not as bright as the box shows you. So the reason Sorella's very lucky, I guess, having me at home with being a bit bored and doing her hair, is that with the very bright pieces you can see in her hair, I did lift them up. Because I'm a hairdresser. So she's lucky. That's why these are so bright, is because I lifted, you can see, lifted through where this brightness is. I actually lifted up some packets of colour, which I will, I've got a lovely picture of her in her packets. But if you look closely, where Sorella is brown, can you see that a bit better? Hopefully you can see that. Ooh, you won't see me. Where her hair is brown, it is still brown. So even though where I lifted it to white is really bright, where she's brown is still brown. I'm not sure that's going to work. So that's what I would say. I don't want you to be disappointed. This is what I think. I want you to go out and spend your money and then be disappointed, because it's not going to be that bright. So that would be my only concern for you. One of my concerns for you is that you're going to be disappointed in the hair colour, because it does need to be light. As always, it's much easier to get somebody else to put it on if you're going to go for it, because also it'll either show or it won't show. So I suppose disappointment is it's worth trying. Maybe just be disappointed because it won't show. Maybe it's much easier to get a friend to do it for you. Make sure you wear gloves, which should come in the box with it, and plenty of colour on. So Sorella's had. So this is the colour that I used on her hair, which is Paul Mitchell Inkworks, and we used one whole tube and then that of the bottle as well. So a bottle, not a tube, whole bottle, and then that in her hair, because she's got lots of hair. So it's probably worth buying a couple of boxes. You don't want to get halfway through and realise you haven't got enough to do it with. And then you just sort of get it really push it into the hair, lots and lots of it on the hair. After you've done your skin test, make sure you haven't had any reaction to it. Any redness or soreness, broken skin, definitely don't do it. So you're really brushing it into the hair. And we actually put Sorella's on in the shower because it is a dye, and it will dye the carpet and dye your pillows and dye your towels and everything. So we just found it easier to put it on in the shower. So any drips then just went onto the shower tray and they were washed away. Anything else I can think of to say? If you want to ask me any questions, then please do. I'm here and I'll be as honest as possible. And the telephone number for the salon comes through to me. So if you want to speak to me, that's absolutely fine as well. You can phone the salon. It's number8hairdressing.com if you want to look it up on the website, and our numbers on there. Hope that helps, and we'll speak to you soon. Thank you. Bye.